Ah, Warlock. He's busy. It's gonna be tough. Sometimes I wonder just how bad the odds are winning against a Reno Lock. When will you switch deck? Patron is so resident sleeper. I have to get better at this deck for tournament purposes and for win rate purposes. I mainly switched to this deck because there were a lot of Druid around, otherwise I would quite possibly be playing Freeze Mage. If I were to play the best deck, I use liberal use of quotations because best deck is highly subjective. I might be playing the Reno Lock deck with some serious modifications. I think I leave the 2-2 because Acolyte of Pain likes the pain. Some small downsides, like it could get abusive, but meh. I wasn't going to play Patron on turn 5 without one more. Charge, 4th. So I'll put on the pressure with this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. And hopefully that does it. I find it unlikely, but maybe. It's not a lot, but this is kind of like a patron, so 3 patrons is good enough, I guess. What makes the matchup between Patron and Control Warlock so bad? Is it Hellfire Shadow Flame? That's a big part of it. Also, you just can't kill them quickly enough before they gain so many cards, and then with so many cards in hand, they nearly always have the answer. They have the ultimate recovery with Reno Jackson too, so... Or they just have big taunts. Or big hitters. It's a really bad matchup. I don't know how bad the matchup is, and that's part of what deck testing will tell me. But it's a bad matchup. On my current spreadsheet, I have it at 75% for Reno to win, like the default match. This does look very grim right now. It might have been right to play the Unstable Ghoul, because then I threaten lethal with Grommash. And this probably threatens lethal anyways, though, because there's a boom bot. Yeah. This is how you usually have to win this particular matchup, to put on aggression and then get Grommash somehow, when he doesn't have taunt or heal. Or the other way to win is you get the patrons out on the board and they don't have AoE. Corruption. Oh, did I win? Oh my god! Unbelievable!
Strike with
Gross. Well, I am the 25%. Always lucky.
The light shall bring victory.
Victory or death!
Priest. Been a while since I've matched up against one of these, so I'm not entirely sure about how good or bad the matchup is. It also depends on the priest. Do you think this deck needs another late game card such as Ragnaros? I don't know how to say this without sounding condescending, so I'm going to say it as condescendingly as possible. I don't have it in the deck, therefore I don't think I need one.
Welcome to the exhibit!
Do I go Acolyte or Frothing? One of the things I have to watch out for is that one getting Valence Chosen. If it Valence Chosen, +2, +4, 3, 6. So I'd want a Frothing Berserker, because Frothing Berserker is not getting killed by that. Acolyte of Pain is getting one shot, which I'd prefer not to happen. And the 1 damage helps because in the case of Valence Chosen, the 3-5 will hit this, and then will become a 3-4. And I finish it with Death Spite. How high a percentage of Freeze Mage and aggressive/damage decks would you need to see to add Justicar? Would you never consider it? Justicar is really bad against aggro decks in this deck. So the question is, how high a percentage of Freeze Mage would you need? And that's an interesting one. I'm going to just throw a number, 75%. There is at least one point in which I would add a card that would be very bad in every matchup except one in the deck. And that would be about 75% Freeze Mage. Approximately. Glad I didn't play Acolyte there. The unfortunate thing about this zombie chow, I will heal up to full, so Battle Rage will not affect anything. I could play double Acolyte of Pain next turn.
Death does not scare me!
Let the valley flow. Alright, so I'm gonna be able to get a guy out.
Like to play with fire?
Seems good.
For the War Chief! For Hellscream!
Interesting. I would like to Battle Rage for 3, but 1, I have too many cards, 2, the Wild Pyromancer would destroy me. That's one of the better cards to have gotten. Kind of. From a playing perspective, how much is post-nerf patron versus pre-nerf patron? The thing that might be surprising is it's not strictly worse. It's actually better against aggressive decks. Because it runs more mid-range cards, and less useless combo pieces. It's actually want to replace this because Battle Rage. So basically this one's better against, slightly better against aggressive-ish decks, and the other one is way better against control decks. This is my second Death Spite, so it's a little bit tough. But using it to draw cards, actually, I could just Whirlwind. But why would I Whirlwind over just using the Death Spite? Complications. He hasn't used any of his cards, so one can assume that his cards are all really good at clearing the board. So I'm going to draw 3 more cards. I'd go up to 10 cards in hand. I'm going to fatigue way before him anyways. I'm a little hesitant to play this card because of Cabal Shadow Priest, but he hasn't really taken anything anyways. I haven't drawn any Grim Patrons yet, but I have to assume the first wave of Grim Patrons would always get light bombed with a hand like that. It's going to be pretty difficult to win, I think. Nah, it's probably going to be a Gromish win. Wouldn't that mean the best possible deck would be to remove 2 cards from this and add 2 pre-nerf War Songs if possible? Why didn't people just run this with the War Songs before then? People did run this without the War Songs before then. This is one of the earlier versions, but by playing War Song, you allow your deck to be more combo oriented instead of needing board control. So you were allowed to run cards, you were allowed to run several utility cards which weren't board control minions such as Korkron or Dread Corsair, or Piloted Shredder. And of course, different metagames call for different cards. Alright, so Dr. Boom himself might grab 1 Light Bomb. The other play I can make is Grim Patron, Inner Rage, Whirlwind, which will always get light bombed. I think this card is less bad when light bombed. And I won't play Dread Corsair because the chance of light bomb is significant. Why do you feel the Korkrons are stronger in this deck than Shredders? I have a problem answering questions like this because I'm not sure how to answer them not condescendingly. You can compare the 2 cards directly. One is Charge, the other one is Death Rattle Summon a 2. So I think it's stronger because I apparently think at this moment in time that Charge is better than summoning a random 2 cost. Maybe part of the reason why that is happening is because there's 2 attack minions out there in the game, such as Darnassus' Aspirant and Dark Peddler and Zombie Chow and Keeper of the Grove and yada yada yada. With Gromish at 17. I of course don't have Gromish. Crap, I didn't come up with the best play on this turn. Oh, well, the best play changed. Oh my gosh.
Well played.
So basically the problem there is that I always get light bombed. And the question is, how much do I commit? So I saved the Whirlwind, I suppose. And the Boombot was way better than expected. I was thinking about like how to add in the 1 damage from Whirlwind, and then I was thinking, oh, I should have probably played Sir Finley. I'm not gonna armor up first because I could naturally draw into stuff. There's like a sequence of draws where I'll need all the mana I can get. Huh, Reinforce or Steady Shot. Reinforce might be good now. Lesser Heal might be good. Will he run 2 light bombs in his deck? He's played both Akanai, so the circle can't AoE me anymore. Now, in order to win this game, I think Reinforce is correct. I figured that in order to win this game, board control is going to be necessary. But the question is, how much time do I have in this game? Do I have enough time to actually utilize all these 1-1s? I don't know. Because this hero power is usually one of the worst ones because you're about to see.
To battle!
Everyone, get in here! Everyone, get in here! Everyone, get in here!
Reporting for duty.
Alright, so basically I'm playing around him not having a light bomb. If he does have a light bomb, then the only way I can win is by forming a lot of guys and then bursting for 10 with Gromish, which seems difficult. But if he doesn't have the second light bomb, which is entirely possible in a deck that runs Akanai plus. Oh no, what's going on? It's trying to draw into light bomb, I guess. Or something along those lines. The patrons, they never stop. That was not fair. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, so Gromish is lethal. Not anymore. Well, he almost killed all the patrons. I actually need to save one of the slams for Gromish. So I probably send in 2 of these weak ones. And then I make a guy. But then I want to make sure that I draw into Gromish. So I need to draw 1 card. So I should actually slam my own patron. Yeah. That's the play. It's possible that I can win with the guys in the late game, even if I get light bombed. It's possible. Alright, so I have 3, 6. Oh, Whirlwind. That adds 1 damage. You guys are so smart sometimes. I was thinking of, damn, well, good job, guys. You found it. I was going to not do this play. How did I end up adding, like, 1 over lethal? It's because the slam was going to be pointless. Which would be 2 damage, and I was 1 under. Right.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
Final boss. Now, of course, getting to Legend is only the first very small part of the journey. It would be nice if the final boss was Freeze Mage. Although, with this hand, it doesn't matter what type of mage it is, because I have my trusty axe. How far are you planning on taking this deck? It's a good deck. As long as it keeps gaining me ranks. No reason to stop, I think. One direct way that I would stop playing this deck is if a lot of Reno, Jackson, Warlock started showing up. So that would be like one of the big catalysts. Also Control Warrior, I guess. Nah. I mean, it's a good draw, it's just, darn, I used my Inner Rage. Do I want to play 2 Grim Patrons only? Or do I think my chances are better if I play Acolyte of Pain and wait out the Grim Patron until I can win with it? His hand is mostly spell, so I feel like he'll be able to deal with 2 Grim Patrons. So I'll take it slower. If I had a Inner Rage in my hand, of course I would equip Deathbite and hit face, though. What other decks are you considering to be tournament worthy? I'd say the latest meta snapshot looks good enough. Anything there, really? Close enough. Do you think the next expansion will not further strengthen Paladin like what happened to Warlock recently? I think that Blizzard pays attention to what classes are strongest and will tend to give weaker cards to those classes, and will tend to give stronger cards to the weaker classes.
One's out on me.
So I'm going to end up playing Battle Rage, if that's Mirror Entity, because I'll draw 3, which means I'll have 3 mana left. So the question is, do I armor up first? No, because most of the time I would rather use my new hero power. Okay. Wait, this means it's counterspell. I really don't want Battle Rage counterspelled. Now that I got the hero power of this, I can actually go Grim Patron Fire Blast, and that would work well. This is a really slow Tempo Mage start. Means I guess I wouldn't be too surprised to see Flame Strike, but I'm not going to play around Flame Strike. Also, this is a minimal investment. Darn, it was duplicate / effigy instead of counterspell, but it could have been counterspell. Yeah, good. So no Flame Strike. I can draw 3. Drawing 3 is pretty good. Oh, I'll draw 4. That's also pretty good. Pretty good. It's pretty good. I think Whirlwind is slightly better here than using Death Spite on the... yeah. Alright, great. Going on a 5-0 streak to start the day and hit Legend is pretty good also. Oh, Doctor 7. I'm so scared. No, I'm actually just role-playing. Okay, there's actually some very small oh, never mind. I'll do the one that doesn't sometimes randomly and tragically lose me the game. We're going Gromish Whirlwind, of course, but this is a little bit safer. You are Legend! Feels good to hit Legend at such a high rank. It's early on, and I actually had a very high win rate going into it. Wow, what a deck to be playing. Okay. Interesting choice. What percent of playing is luck based on your opinion as opposed to skill? 30%.
Strike.
Yeah. If I draw a patron, then I have both of the combo pieces, other than patron. Aha! Wrong companion. I get to make a choice on whether or not I want to take 4 here. Is his hand mainly Bird, or is it Savannah Highmane? Also, I think this game is going to turn out to be a race. Basically, if it's Savannah Highmane, I lose either way. Oh. Thank you? Not really. Not really, thank you. Take 8 damage. Ouch. Can I kill him and I deal 12 damage? He's at 19. If I hit him with the axe, he goes down to 19. And then I have 7, 8, 9, 12. There are some worlds where this matters. And I will hit him in the face. I actually could enrage a bomb. Nah. Yeah, it's gotta be bomb. It's gotta be face. And then I try to win the next turn. Okay, so I have 7, 8, 9, 12, 14. It adds 1. I have to win on this turn. 7, 8, 9, 13, 15. And then the boom bots will decide the game. Very exciting. Wait. I don't have... Yes, I do. I have to win on this turn. I don't have to. I'm at 7. It's just 2. I think this is my highest chance of winning. Not to mention if I miss, it's still good. Because I've cleared the board. Yeah. Oh, I won. Nice. Ah, the axe hit did matter. On an off day, I might not have thought about that.